to another episode of the DNC Reviews podcast. I'm Arjun, as you know. We also have Ronan and Seung with us here today, per usual. And today we are going to be reviewing the second posthumous release from Pop Smoke's estate. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. The album is called Faith.
Pop Smoker beat the box. Pop Smoker beat the speaker. Ice up on my neck, Kanika. That up on your head for reach.
Lots of features. You know, you got the whole music industry on here, from Future, Takeoff, Kanye, and Push to Dua Lipa and Chris Brown. So there was a lot to look forward to. I was very curious about what was going to go down. Yeah, we're going to see what happens. So we're just going to talk about it, least favorite songs, talk about some themes, anything that stood out to us in particular if we have time. And then we're going to give it a nice fat rating at the end. So who would like to start with favorite and least favorite tracks?
All right, I'm going to go first. My favorites were About a Million, Russian, More Time, and Mr. Jones. And my least favorites were 8 Ball, the one with Takeoff, What's Cracking Yet, and 30. Yeah, 30 was garbage. Oh, no, the worst one. Top Shotta?
Yeah, how did you not mention Top Shotta?
Oh my goodness. We gotta talk about that one.
Alright, so my favorite track, I don't have a favorite tracks. My favorite track is Beat the Speaker, which Seung put me onto. My least favorite tracks are the one with Dua Lipa, 8 Ball. Oh my god, there's so many. Top Shotta. I didn't like Brush Them because they ruined it. Yeah, the one with Takeoff. Well, What's Cracking? That song was trash.
Alright, so my favorites, Beat the Speaker. That's the only one. Or actually, maybe the last track from the album.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Wasn't that bad.
And then my least favorite's gonna be the one with Dua Lipa. Demeanor.
Come on, man.
Let's talk about
so
the
which
Dua
one do we
Lipa one.
Yeah, let's talk about the Dua Lipa song. So they tried to create a Dua Lipa with the baby moment, and it just didn't work out. I feel horrible because you can't really blame Pop Smoke for what actually went down on this album. And like, you got people like Rap Pages posting old interviews where he's like, I don't really like mess with people in the industry like that. And it just sucks to see that Steve and Victor and like people at his estate are trying to exploit him. Like, he's getting that X treatment that a lot of people are talking about. And this Dua Lipa song, like after like his chorus is fine, right? Like, Pop Smoke can actually, like, he has some nice vocals, right? Like, they're kind of drenched in autotune, but like, what do you expect? And then his verse comes in, and for some reason on his first verse, like, I don't know if it happened with you two either, but does it sound like it's in like 3 times speed or something? Like, on the first verse, like, it sounds like he's really sped up, and it sounds like they took this other recording of Pop Smoke, slapped it onto this 4 on the floor beat so it would fit with Dua Lipa's feature. And so what happens when you do that is, if you have a hard, aggressive drill, really fast-paced verse, and you don't double-check the BPM, he literally sounds like he's going in like 2 times or 3 times speed, especially on that first verse. If you go back and you listen to it, it sounds really weird. And then Dua Lipa comes back with, like, it's a fine feature because the beat is made for her. It's not made for Pop Smoke. And I think that's the problem with most of these songs. It's so obvious that they're copying and pasting old Pop Smoke verses from different leaks and different unreleased songs, especially since like some fans are like digging up like the actual old songs. Like on Top Shotta, the actual beat and song is like a really cold, dark 808 mellow like type beat, and it sounds really good. And then the one that we have on here with the Netflix Pusha T and not Travis Scott, we got Travi, right? Like, it sounds like a Super Mario loading screen type beat. It sounds like Coconut Mall type beat. Like, I don't even know what to say about this song. Really was underwhelming on this project, on this song and on Television with Kanye. It was cool. It kind of had me hyped, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw it on the track list. And when Pop Smoke first came on and he's like, yeah, like, we made it and stuff like that, I was hyped because it came in on the drop. It was cool. And then T comes in and he's like, Tyler had the album of the year, and I'm like, you just messed it up, because that it just shows that he recorded this verse like last week, you know? Like, it just shows that Steven Victor and everyone else isn't putting any time or effort into making this project good. If Pusha T's recording his verse saying that Tyler, this is the album of the year, and then he's like, Pop Smoke's about to drop, and then he's like, Push is about to drop. I'm like, why are you promoting yourself on a dead man's album? Like, I hate to say that, but like, it's really kind of gross. And the verse isn't even that good. People are like, oh, is Pusha T dissing Drake or Tyler? It's like, well, like, why are we trying to bring up beefs on a posthumous record? I don't know. That really irks me.
Pusha T's hyping up himself with a man that looks like this right now.
Oh, ho, brother, ho, whoa, 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 now.
Look at this. Look at this. Pop Smoke look like this right now. I mean, I hate to say, you know.
Nah, it just sucks because the fact that this project is so like put together last minute, the mixing on some of these songs is also horrible.
Yeah. Like
on the song Brush 'Em. Like, I showed Ho Sung the song Brush 'Em like 6 months ago. Yeah. And I was like, Ho Sung, this song is sick. It's like on YouTube only, on SoundCloud only. It's a leak, and the beat is really good. And when I first heard the first 30 seconds of the song, I'm like, oh, cool. They didn't change anything. This is like the official Brush 'Em. It's finally on streaming services, bet. And then Ross Wish's verse is re-recorded, and it's drenched in auto-tune. And I'm like, what is going on? And he sounds out of breath. He sounds like he's mixed below the beat. He sounds like he's like almost underwater. Like, the volume is way off. Same with Pop Smoke. Like, even his verse sounds like re-recorded up to a point. And I don't know why they changed it, because the old version had so much momentum. Like, you could really hear that both of them were in the studio going back and forth. And with songs where you have rappers going back and forth, you don't want to hear them. You don't want to make it sound like they're not in the studio together. Like, a perfect example of that is like the Migos song with NBA Youngboy. Like, that song of like everyone going back and forth, like that energy is there. And this song had that energy. And then again, they had a wasted opportunity. And like, that song is like one of my favorite songs on SoundCloud, and I'm going to continue to play it on SoundCloud because on this album, it just is not a standout. Yeah, it's just trash.
He even had a whole music video for it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a sick music video. Mm-hmm. And then, whatever. I just can't.
Do you know what I don't like about this album? They're like rebranding Pop Smoke as this guy who messes with all the rappers, who's like this all-loving dude. When originally he came out as like the king of New York, you know, he represented, like, he was originally.
Yeah, where are the New York rappers? There's no New York rappers on this thing. Exactly. Where are they at? Where's like,
all the industry?
Like, we only have TJ. Come on.
It's all Hollywood, man. This could be one of like the last solid albums that could be created, right, of Pop Smoke, and instead they went for the experimental path, trying all these new features. They should have stuck to the features that worked, that like Lil TJ and Quavo and Travis Scott.
Yeah, like, where's like Sleepy Hollow and Chef G at least? Like, we didn't get anyone. Yeah, super upsetting. Like, even for the songs that are decent, like Beat the Speaker, it's 1 minute and 45 seconds out of a 1 hour album. And as I was going through all these songs for the first time, I was waiting patiently for a song that I actually enjoyed, and I never found it. So keep in mind that when we rate this album, we're not rating it with the idea in mind that, oh, this is a Pop Smoke album. Like, no, this is a Victor, like, Pop Smoke estate album. So with that being said, let's give this thing a score. Who would like to start?
All right, I'll start. RP Pop Smoke, but the album was not it. They did him dirty. Like, it's just all over their place. It's worse than KSI's album. I'm just gonna say it.
Bro, KSI's album was actually good.
Yeah,
it was good.
It's better than this for sure. And
yeah,
no, I'm gonna rate this a 4 out of 10.
I liked one song out of 20, and that one song was probably mid. Now that I look back on it, and if you do 1 divided by 20, it's a pretty small fraction. So, I mean, nothing more really needs to be said. The Dua Lipa song was trash. Top Shada is a perfect example of what not to do. if you're making a posthumous record. Like even the song with like Rick Ross, which we didn't even really talk about, it's okay, but that's not a Pop Smoke song. Like Pop Smoke's identity was completely changed on this album. No longer is he like from the streets of New York. No, like he's in LA, like as Hosong said, like in Hollywood, just like chilling out with all these like celebrities who he doesn't even really like, and that's not Pop Smoke. So with all that being said, we're looking at like a 1 or a 2. Like let's just go with a 2 out of 10. Yeah.
For me, it was like Culture 3. You know, I still like some of the songs that I liked, but the bad ones are bad. So I'm gonna give it a 5.5 out of 10.
There you have it. You know, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. It sucks that it sort of had to end this way, but we're gonna keep playing all the old music per usual. But yeah, we're everywhere: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, wherever you get your podcasts, we will be. If not, please hit us up. We're trying to hit 200 subs by 2022. It's summertime, so we might be taking like longer stretches in between videos. You know, because we got stuff to do, places to be, people to see, which is cool. And yeah, we just felt like we had to get this Pop Smoke video out of the way because Yeezy season is approaching.
No.
But the problem is I don't want to get too excited because if Friday comes around and it's not out, I'm gonna be really like sad, and I can't take that pain anymore. So, and yeah, we'll see you guys next week, hopefully with a Kanye review. If not, we'll figure out something to do. We'll do those song request recommendations, or we'll figure out something else. So, with all that being said, thanks so much for watching. The review is now over. Goodbye.